Hello everyone and welcome to another long-awaited episode of the free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man. This is episode 15 and I'm going to preemptively apologize for the fact that I did a terrible job recording clips for the first about 9 months of progress in this video, which was all kind of just the same thing you'll see very soon. But the clips are a little bit skewed in terms of the time scale, but anyways, hope you guys enjoy the progress. I've made a lot of good progress, gotten some cool levels, reached some good milestones in this video, so enjoy. Where we last left off, I had just finished 99 fishing and cooking, and I was planning to go for a few hour records, finish up the feathers that I had left over in my inventory, and then move on from there. Alright, so I'm getting very close to finishing up all of my feathers now. It's been a few days of gaming, and I went for a few more record hours on area fishing only. I didn't do any snow fishing just because I didn't really feel like it, but I did do couple of decent area fishing hours. I did one that was solo without alts or anything, that was 117k cooking, and I did one where I was actually lighting fires on my main account, and I did it at Bar Village because the layout is better for that, and I did 120.9k, which is pretty good. I still made a fair amount of mistakes on that hour, but I was getting too low on feathers before I could do another hour, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that hour. I think that if somebody really tried, they could beat it, but at least I set some pretty good records for the time being, and maybe they'll be beaten eventually by somebody else who comes around and actually spends a lot more time at it. Alrighty, here goes the last feather in my inventory, so no more fishing and cooking now. So I think I'm gonna go learn how to do 2.66 tick wood cutting, and once I have it at least somewhat figured out, maybe I'll do a quick demonstration. Alright, just hit 10 mil fire making XP. So 3 mil more XP to go until 99 with that, and then I can switch to just pure wood cutting and it'll be much faster to finish the rest of 99. I was looking back and it seems like I've recorded hardly any clips so far, even though I've gained quite a lot of wood cutting and fire making levels, and it's been 9 months since the last clip I recorded that I can find anyways. So yeah, the progress has been pretty good, pretty slow, as is typical for me these days, because I don't really play that much, but I've stayed here the whole time, haven't done anything else, just been doing the snow and the rat, the wood cutting and the fire making. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made so far, and yeah, it's something like 40 hours or so left of fire making, and then after that probably like 20 to 30 hours of wood cutting, and then I'll be done. Alright, here is 98 fire making. God man, one more to go and then I'm done with this stinky skill. I'm gonna be honest, fire making is not my favorite, mostly just because I think it's boring and it doesn't really have anything you can do to make it more interesting. There's like no tick manipulation you can do, and for Iron Man there's not any like fire berry or any other things you can do between lighting fires. So it's really just boring and detracts from wood cutting. So I'm really looking forward to being done with 99 fire making, and then I can do some actual 2.66 willows and drop the logs and get twice as much XP per hour, and it's gonna be great. So yeah, I'm excited to get this done. I've just been AFKing ewes and burning them during the day when I'm working, because I'm close enough that I have the motivation to get this done soon. And it turns out that AFKing ewes and burning the logs is actually only slightly slower overall than AFKing willows and burning the logs, because the fire making becomes such a negligible portion of the overall time that you spend. It only reduces the wood cutting XP per hour by like 5k if you were to chop and drop ewes versus chop and burn them. So it's a good thing to do all AFKing, and it's like way more AFK than willows also, so it's nice to do all working. But yeah, whenever I'm actually playing and paying attention, I still do the willows, because obviously with the tick manipulation, it's still significantly faster. Alright, little update. I got 99 fire making a couple days ago. I think I have a screenshot of it, but unfortunately don't have a clip or anything, and I wasn't able to stream because I wasn't at home. I was playing on a laptop at my parents' house because I've been away from home for the last week because my housemate got COVID, and I figured it would be a better idea for me to just not be at home. So I spent some time at my girlfriend's house and spent some time at my parents' house, and I just got back today. So yeah, 99 fire making is done. The last couple levels I really just parked at yew trees because the whole time I was away from home, I was only playing a bit, and it was only on my laptop since I couldn't bring my desktop, and I didn't really feel like trying to do anything complicated with willows unless I'm actually at home on my computer paying full attention. So yeah, I've done a couple hours past 99 fire making here also, and as long as I'm here I may as well burn the logs because it's such a tiny portion of the time that you actually spend here. But there it is, 99 wood cutting. Hell yeah. Damn, we're done. Wood cutting and fire making, both 99. Feels good, man. I've been working on these skills for a really long time. I think I started these skills towards the beginning of this year, and it's now October. And it probably was like a 300-hour grind, 250 to 300. So big casual hours, but it does feel really good to have these done. And it is about twice as slow as fishing and cooking, so I kind of did those all back to back, but this one did take a lot longer. Okay, so I want to take a quick look at my temple because I don't look at this tracking very often, but I do know that as soon as I finished fishing and cooking, I went immediately to woodcutting and fire making because I had the hatchet in my inventory and I was like, fuck it, why not? And I didn't do anything other than that until 99. I haven't done anything else yet, but I will be stopping. But I wanted to look at the graphs here. So like the 6 month is all just woodcutting and fire making. But I think it's been a lot longer than that. Let me change the number of days. Okay, so 283 days is when the fishing and cooking drops off. And it's all just woodcutting and fire making and lamps. And the magic XP is from aggroing rats. And the combat XP is from killing the rat sometimes with my hatchet. And here's the graph of my XP gain. So you can see that there's a good portion of time here where it's completely flat. So from February 21st until May 21st. Wow. So exactly 3 months I didn't play during this time. So really it took me 6 months to play these like 300 hours. So yeah, 50 hours a month, pretty casual, not bad. All right, so I did a little bit of post 99 woodcutting XP, I guess 300k post 99. I spent a little bit of time trying to go for an hour record, and I ended up getting 103.3k as my best hour after doing it for a couple hours. I tried for a while at 98, but the best hour I could get was like 101.7 because 98 and 99 is actually a noticeable difference. It's like a little over 1k per hour faster is like the average rate. So 103.3 is pretty good. That's a little less than 1,000 XP shy of like an average perfect tick hour. And it's not actually possible to get perfect tick here because if trees go down at the right time, which they will sometimes, then you have to do a 4 tick instead of a 2 tick. So you lose some ticks, and I probably made a few mistakes. And it's also heavily RNG dependent, so it's certainly possible that somebody could get an hour that's like over the perfect average if they just had good luck. But I can't really be bothered to keep doing it. It's the number one record on the free-to-play Discord right now, so I'm happy with that. So it's finally a wrap on woodcutting and fire making. Feels good, man. I've been working on these skills for a long time. So next up, I'm going to do a little bit of rune crafting. Well, that was a lie. I actually had some pad thai and watched an episode of Squid Game while AFKing some more willows. But now it's time for some RC. Something very unfortunate happened. I'm trying to get the zombie outfit pieces for the collection log. Even though I've already unlocked the zombie modes, I already got this outfit a long time ago before collection log came out. But I have to get it again for the collection log. And I had 4 pieces because you get the legs and the boots, and then you get the top and the gloves, and then you get the mask. So it takes 3 events to get the full set. And so I got 2 events, but then I dropped the boots because on the wiki it says that you get 2 outfit pieces that you're missing per event. So I thought if I drop the boots, then I'll still get the boots and the mask. And I got another Gravedigger, and I only got the boots. So the wiki is wrong. so I just updated it. So I have to fucking carry this shit around until I get another grave digger. And if I'm doing RC, that means I have to drop the mole slippers or lose an inventory space. So I'm annoyed about that, but I'll get the mole slippers back, I'm sure anyways. It's very unlikely that I won't if I go for the collection log completion, which I do think I'm going to do. I'll probably do any clues that I get from hill giants and moss giants until I finish that. And also, if I do prayer in the boneyard, there's a decent chance that I'll get PK'd, especially since I probably would just go there with nothing and no food or anything, because why bother? So I would lose them then anyways. But it's still annoying. I'm just mad that I didn't. I wish I had just kept the boots, because I could have kept them. It wouldn't matter for this, but I was like, may as well not if that's how it works. Shouldn't have trusted the wiki. I'm also still missing some beekeeper items, and of course the stale baguette. I do have this beekeeper top in my inventory, which is a duplicate. I already got one of them, but I'm not carrying around this beekeeper shit for like the rest of my life. I'll go for beekeeper if I ever go for like 200 mil in woodcutting or fishing, because beekeeper just takes forever, and yeah, I'm not going to try to carry it while I'm doing like any other skills where inventory space matters. So I'm going to just drop this beekeeper top, but I figured I would keep it as long as I'm here. At least with beekeeper, you don't get the pieces in a set order, so I have the same chance of getting any of these as I do of getting a duplicate. But there's also a chance you get no outfit piece even if you don't have any, which is kind of lame. On the plus side, the zombie pieces only weigh 0.003 kilograms each, so at least I'm not being weighed down while I'm carrying this. But very sad day. We're going to be saying goodbye to the mole slippers. I've had these for probably like 2 years now. Very long time. RIP, but I'll get them back. It's not that big a deal. It's not that hard to get. And goodbye to beekeeper top. Don't need that. Rune axe I'm going to keep because I think I'm actually going to use it for RC. More to follow with that. So I'm actually going to buy an adamant pickaxe. This will be for some big brain strats that I'm going to show off pretty soon. Alright, took 3 kills to get the Earth Talisman here. Not bad. I just hop worlds because the respawn timer is pretty slow on these, but they have by far the highest drop rate of Earth Talismans. So next I need to get a tiara. Alright, I think it is time to runecraft. So the reason that I have an Addy pickaxe, I know you've all been waiting with bated breath, is that right there, my friends. And it failed. So the way this works is, as long as the Addy pick doesn't do a 3-tick, it has a chance of 3-ticking, but most of the time the Addy pick is 4-tick. And if you move between spots, you have a chance of getting 2 rolls at once. This is how 1.5-tick teaks works, and maybe some other methods too. So yeah, it only works with the Addy pick just doing it this way because the Addy pick has normally a 4-tick cycle, and you need to have that much time to be able to move. You have to wait 1 tick after you collect the resource and then move, and then so you need to have 2 ticks after you've waited 1 tick. So it adds up to you need to have 4 ticks. So it doesn't work with the rune pick, just doing this sidestepping method. If there was an item you could use, like tar or something, you could do it as 1.5 tick using a rune pick, but that doesn't exist. And the other thing I'm doing here is each trip I am taking the canoe to Ferex Enclave and recharging my run energy so that I'm never walking. I need to do a little bit of analysis to determine what is best here. I am using 2 chronicle charges per run doing it this way, so that means I would only be able to do this for maybe 2 hours a day long term, because you can only buy 100 chronicle charges per day. But I have a lot right now, and I don't plan to be doing this for that long. And also, I think it would be feasible to skill hop between RC and prayer, because especially if you're using an Addy pick, if you die while doing prayer, you're only losing a few K, which is really not very significant. So you could definitely realistically do this for 2 hours a day and then switch to prayer. And prayer is also, if you are using world hops, which you probably will be, somewhat daily gated as well, because, or at least like time gated, because you can only do so many world hops before you get force logged. So it seems like doing prayer and RC in conjunction like that could actually be a pretty nice strategy if you're playing a fairly sizable amount of hours per day. So yeah, I need to do some math, figure out what the XP rates are like here, figure out whether it's worth using the 2 Chronicle tellies per run, or I could just canoe back. It's just a bit slower. There's also, you can use Varag teleports, of course, which does make it faster, but it raises the question of whether it's worth using law runes for that, and it kind of comes all into the balance of what's best for training combats, whether it's better to do giants or whether it's better to do ogresses, because obviously with ogresses you have a huge surplus of runes, but with giants not so much. So it's all kind of a complicated metagame to figure out exactly, but a lot of it is like pretty minor differences, and so a lot of it really just comes down to personal preference. Alright, so I've done some testing since the last clips and determined a few things, one of which is that the canoe method is actually a bit faster if you only use the canoe every other trip rather than every single trip, the way I was doing. Obviously it's slower woodcutting XP, but it's faster runecraft XP by like a few hundred XP per hour. And the other thing I figured out is that just not using the canoes is about the same XP rate as using the canoes every other trip. So, and it's a lot more AFK if you aren't using canoes because you're walking most of the time. And especially with the map zoom out, the mini-map zoom out on the Steam client, you can click so far out that you can just be walking for ages. So I think I'm actually going to drop my rune axe because I'm probably not going to be using canoes. Because I'm already 99 in woodcutting, I'm only going for 70 runecraft right now, so it's only like 100k runecraft XP. It would be less than 100k woodcutting XP from this particular grind. Maybe sometime in the future, if I grind RC long term, I would do the canoes just for the sake of the woodcutting XP, but for this, don't really care. The AFK seems nice, so goodbye rune axe. Alright, there is 69 runecraft. Very cool. One more level till 70, which is where I'm planning to stop, most likely. Still haven't gotten another zombie Gravedigger random event, and I probably will be stuck doing something where I can carry all this crap until I get that event. So 69k the next level, so a little under 20 hours. So you just gotta hope that I get a Gravedigger in the next I don't know, 17, 18 hours, however long this takes. Well, the runecrafting grind to level 70 is coming to a close, and unfortunately I have not gotten another Gravedigger. So, never lucky with randoms, it seems. This is giving me throwbacks to last time I was waiting for a random 70 RC. And it was Drill Sergeant, took like 70 hours to get one Drill Sergeant. It might end up being the same situation here, but hey. Finally got all base 70s, probably never going to touch RC again unless they update the skill, because I have a feeling that they will eventually update it and it will become a lot faster because the skill is really slow. But RC is kind of fun. It's just a different pace, but it's very low APM, mostly AFK, just walking. Especially if you use a rune pick, it's just like comatose. But I kind of liked using the Addy pick. So what I wanted to do, what I was hoping would happen, is that I would get the last Gravedigger and drop all this shit and then be done with that collection log, even though I've already gotten things before. But that didn't happen, so, and I don't really feel like doing more rune crafting, so I could do fishing or woodcutting more and just wait until I get the last Gravedigger, but I also don't really feel like doing that, so I wanted to train some prayer, but Boneyard, if I was PK'd there, I'm pretty sure I'd lose all of this, so it's kind of a no-go right now. So, and I also kind of wanted to train prayer because I don't have any runes, and so I won't be risking anything. And if I start training combats again, then I'm going to have to start picking up runes again, and then I'm going to have things that I'm going to have to risk unless I use them up again. So it's a pain in the ass, really ruining my plans with these stupid random events. But I think what I'll probably do is just go and get some melee gear and start training melees and just carry this shit with me. So yeah, I guess I'm going to go mine some runite with my Addy pickaxe and make myself a scimitar, a full helm, and a square shield. Alright, there's the 6 runite ores. Alright, this can take a few trips for all these bars. I can only do 2. Can you not smelt? Could have sworn that you could. That's annoying. Maybe if I turn off auto retaliate, but that's fine. 1 bar. 2 bar. Alright, 46 billion coal mined. Last bar. No boost needed. We're making a scimitar, a full helm, and a square shield, which will eventually be replaced by a kite shield from Obor. Alright, rune chain body, rune plate skirt because it weighs less than legs. Looking like an absolute champion right now. Alright, I killed a few ogresses, got what I was looking for, got a couple rubies, cosmic runes, gold bar spawn here. Game's too easy. I stayed a little bit longer because I want to get some nature rune drops so I can alch the rune items that I got. But now I have everything I need, so I'm gonna go make a strength enemy, and then I think I'm gonna kill some hill giants. Alright, here we go. And here we go. Better strength bonus than a fury. Wow, 3 kills in and first giant key. Alright, this is crazy. I don't have any kind of kill tracking or anything because I'm using Steam client, but I've gotten 6 keys already. I can't have killed more than like a couple hundred. I guess I could look at how much XP I've gained. I think I've gained like 30k attack XP, and these are 140 XP each. So I've killed like 200, and I've gotten 6 keys. What the hell? Oh my god, like 4 kills later, another one. This is insane. I have to go kill boss soon, I think, because my inventory is filling up. This is also the 3rd ruby that I've gotten here, which are 1 in, I think, 600 according to Wiki, so something weird is happening. Alright, I think I'm going to end off episode 15 here. Next episode will contain lots of melee training, some Obor kills, and we'll see where it goes from there. Maybe I'll kill moss giants, maybe I'll kill ogresses. Who knows, man? I don't really have a very strongly solidified plan yet. But right now I'm just chilling at hill giants. When I'm paying full attention, I'll use the pots and prayer flicking, but while I've been editing this video, I've just been, left clicking only. So yeah, I think the new video will probably become a bit sooner than previous ones because, the melee training thing is going to be a bit more varied, and I'm gaining levels fast since I have very low defense starting out. It's not, just grinding the one same simple thing for like 300 hours straight the way most of the time that I spent on the content for this episode was. So yeah, maybe another video before the end of the year even, we'll see. So as always, thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.